Good afternoon. This is Damien with HK Readings Healing Culture Tarot, and I want to do some bonus messages, some bonus readings for some signs here. And, I've really just been feeling the energy to read for the other person. Okay? So, whichever sign I'm reading for, another person that you are connecting with or are connected to on a deeper level, like in a full-fledged relationship, maybe engaged or even married, or just if you're single, there might be some prospects out there. And from there, of course, because us bulls definitely have them ranked, you probably have one over the others that you wouldn't mind knowing what's up with and seeing some messages. So I kind of let that slip there when I said us Tauruses. So what I did was, to see what sign I was going to read for, Tauruses, I pulled from I wonder how visible this is with the sunlight, but my Tarot of the Orisha deck. And, and I'm going to shuffle these, so it's okay. But as you can see from these cards, where there's not a sign descripted, there are energies here. So, Piscean, Cancerian, Scorpionic energy, the village, Scorpionic energy, the water element, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah, and it just goes on to have, for some of them, just the signs that they're associated with already. So, I didn't know this before I got the deck, and I think that's really cool. Anywho, and it also gives the gender, masculine, feminine, so on, for some of them. Alrighty. So the interesting thing is, though, is there are not very many cards in this deck that are so profound with their association as the Ace of Earth here. Taurus energy, full on. The only symbol, the imagery in this picture, the bull. I really wish there was a way to make this better. But yeah. So I'm going to be reading messages for who Taurus is connecting with. What I want to do, actually, since I went on and pulled flat out the Ace of Earth, I'm going to come back to the Tarot of the Orisha deck and go to my Gypsy Oracle deck and pull some messages there. And this energy will be, just a bonus mid-month, mid-February, lasting until the 28th. Divine spirits, positive energies of the universe, ancestors and guides, give me messages for the person that Taurus is connecting with in love. How are they feeling? What's on their mind? Are there any actions they're going to take? Okay. Ooh. All right. Okay. Put these over here. Kind of have to keep those out of the sunlight for as much as I can. So the energy surrounding Taurus with the Ace of Earth here, we have the Merchant card, Consolation, Wife, Widower. There we go. Just trying to make it to where it can be seen. So I'm kind of looking into the view here as well. Gift and Doctor. We got an overall right on hope, which, yeah, kind of lines up because everything was leading somewhere there. I see the doctor card and I'm like, what? Okay. So, Taurus, your person, when I see the merchant card, it can mean many things. It could be people um, looking at their options, it could be indecisiveness, carrying some hangman energy, um, because it's a true moment of stopping and reflecting and going within. And, you know, a little bit of some of those energies can be applied to this. However, what I'm seeing is your person, I get the energy that they're waiting on you. And not only are they waiting for something like some communication or a commitment or just whatever has left you two at a standstill, there's some mixed energy with them feeling that you may have already left. Like they're watching you leave. Okay? Because in this merchant card, we're watching ships come and go. So we're taking stock of our investments, of our inventory, of our shipments, of our dealings. We're weighing pros and cons. We're really evaluating, right? But when we talk about that coming and going, the thing to note in this card is the one ship that is in this card is going, okay? So beyond the meaning of the card, you know, especially in this situation, I see them sort of with the idea, it's beyond a fear, you know, with sort of the formulated idea that you've already left. And with the consolation card, you know, I'm feeling the energy of someone who has been really, you know, for some of you, they may have been reaching out to you for little glimpses of encouragement or little glimpses of hope or little avenues of light to be given for them to have a little more esteem and motivation when it comes to making things right and pursuing things with you. You know, it's kind of like they're, you know, yes, some of them surely are looking to you, if they still are in communication with you, if you haven't cut it off, to give a little something, because I feel as though they don't really see it. It's hard for them to get much out of you, because, you know, there may have been some stubborn energy there. Now, there are other cards in the deck that we could get to represent, you know, Taurian energy. But, you know, the stubbornness is never more evident in the strong, like, regal pride that is coming up here in the Ace of Earth. I mean, that's just what landed on the board, okay? And that's, before I get to this other part, let me say, you know, he's looking up in the consolation card here, looking up to this angel, but also to this Ace of Earth, to this bull. So yeah, even more validation. Yeah, some of them are definitely looking to you, but along with looking to you, they're looking to the heavens, okay? They're contacting their guides. They're contacting, you know, the divine spirits that are here to be in y'all's favor. Like, if there are any, they are trying to call upon them. The ones who are, you know, mutual, like between y'all, conspiring to bring y'all together. All right. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking... Okay, look. Now, I don't... Okay, hey, look. I swear I'm a video sometimes. But I just had some imagery here that is so intense. Like, and this is in the form of threes here, Taurus. So, you know, I'm glad I felt the energy to do this bonus reading and that you're coming out so strongly. Look at this. So in the merchant card, as I said, you got a ship leaving. I explained that. In the consolation card, you know, we got to that explanation of, you know, what they're looking... I mean, he's even got the book out on the table, y'all. So for some of these people that y'all are dealing with, I'm going to tell you now, if they do not practice the craft, they're privy to something that has to do with how energy works, okay? Because they're using some sort of knowledge. Now, the energy I get from the person who's reading this book for knowledge may be someone who, how do I put it, is more novice in energy. You know, it's kind of synonymous with like, if you remember, if any of y'all have seen Siempre Bruja, the character Johnny Key, when he starts to invoke Voldemort and, you know, starts messing with the Ouija, and like he doesn't really know what he's doing, but he has those tools, and he has his desire to reach out and connect, and so he does, because the passion is there, the intent is there, the idea is there. But of course, he's not like, you know, Carmen or hell, even Ninibe for that matter, even though she turned out to be pretty useless. I'm not trying to spoil anything. Oops. But yeah, it's kind of like that when I get this imagery here. But there's also, and there's so much water, okay? So I'm telling you, I feel there's also so much abandoned emotion. Because there's a ship leaving here as well. There's one ship, and it's leaving. Oh. Yeah. I mean, it seems as though the ship is going in this direction, but it's not coming towards, you know? It's almost just like passing by and creating that memory for this person. And they're like, this thing I can't touch. Oh no. You know? But in the wife card here, there's also another ship leaving. So we have this whole first row that displays water energy. Okay? Ships leaving. All energy of you leaving. So this is so heavy on their mind. And I can tell you they're going to take action, because that's what the 3 is representing for me. This wife card, they feel as though something has been established. Y'all have created something with this child that is in her arms. There has been enough created to give them something to fight for, and they miss you. And they feel like there was a point where you did love them. So they're kind of fucked up and wondering like where that went wrong, because there's a note in her hand, and that note is symbolic of like the words that you had once said to this person, or the way you had made them feel. Like they know, they have the proof, because as the ship's leaving, she's holding her child and she's reading that letter, and she knows what once was. She in this card, but could be male or female. Because it's non-gender specific. Somebody's feeling really sick and really shaken up, okay? Now, I got the widower card here. Widower card, and then we got the doctor gift in between. Now, with the widower card here, like this is someone who's really trying to put the past to rest. Like they really do want to put the past to rest, okay? And they are trying, and they're hoping for a fruitful outcome with you in this gift card. They're hoping for things to turn out abundantly, and it's almost like to be proven wrong. Because where there's so much inside of them, like sadness and anguish, that's telling them that it's not going to happen. What they're hoping for is for that blessing in disguise. They're hoping to open this box and find these gems. What they're hoping is to be able to open up your heart, is what I'm getting. Because they know what's inside. Now, there's some healing that has to take place, okay? They know that they need to right some wrongs. They know that there are some things that they need to confront with you, and they know that they have hurt you. They are very well aware. But the universe has established hope. I mean, like, in some sort of way, like, I feel like this constellation is being answered. I want some, no, we're not going to necessarily do that yet. But with this hope card, there's hope for the situation, and it's also through them coming to see it. Because with them realizing what they've lost. Like, this is really making them dig into their emotions again. Because there's been a lot of emotional abandonment, and where you may have been detached from yours, and it has allowed you to break free and break away and come into Ace of Earth fucking energy in the first place. That's how you show up on the board. They see that, okay? They see the stability, they see the strength, they see you within your element, they see the confidence, they see the ability to stand alone, they see your beauty, okay? And they see your fight. Like, they see everything from the beautiful petals of your rose to the thorns on it as well, and how it blends to create the rose. And through that balance, you know, it does depict the emotional stability that you have, even though there may have been a disconnection on your end. But what they're feeling is utter emotional instability, okay? Again, we got a whole lot of fucking water. And bulls don't swim. They on that motherfucking boat sailing away. And there's baggage in both of these, okay? Also noted. The man depicted in this merchant card has all of his belongings. She has her child's in a note. This person knows what it's going to take, and they're trying to craft a way to fix this situation, okay? Because they want to come to your aid. They want to right wrongs. They want to communicate and talk and tell you things that maybe you knew or, you know, you haven't known, but it's mutually understood that they need to come out with the words, sort of deal. But this is what's going on with them, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. Taurus. You want to come out? Yep. Zapana Shapana. Healing. Yas. So, this is, let's see, this is you though. Because, okay, so what I was saying was I wanted to get like some clarification on this Ace of Earth energy, like what you're really stepping into, or like what you're really embodying. And look at your tail doing the infinity back there, bull. Yas. And like you, okay, so the things to note about this card, this is shamanic healing, okay? This is healing yourself from within and out to the world. Like, this is you really being and embodying healing form, okay? This is you, as far as your emotions are concerned. You have managed them. Physical ailments that may have manifested in the past because of stress levels and things that you weren't dealing with or dealing with poorly. Those have deteriorated, like those are gone now. Mental clarity is coming back. Your inner rhythm is coming back. Your, like, just, yeah. And I'm also sensing a lot of movement. Some of y'all are dancing more. Some of y'all are just moving more. Y'all are out communicating with people more, and becoming less cynical, okay? These are all intuitive messages that I'm picking up here. And then let's get like a few clarifiers on them and this energy down here. Because, you know, and this is also part of the energy that they're seeing. And look, you know, the cards are falling how they're falling. The consolation card is also looking up at the deity Shapana. And what that is telling me is they understand what you were for them and how you have healed them and how you are a healer and how you are a nurturer and like the type of love you give when you look at the Ace of Earth with Zapana Shapana. Like, this is you totally in like the zone, totally in your element. Okay, so these two cards like came out. And this is, so yeah, I wanted like 3 cards. So here we go. Because the first one that fell out here, Taurus, was the Ten of Earth. So this person does see a lot of fruitfulness with you, okay? This is a full, beautiful harvest that they want to enjoy with you. They want to build, and this is the culmination of a foundation. Like literally, through. I mean, there are things that they've known, but through them seeing you break away and how you've come back into yourself and embodied what it means to be like such a beautiful, balanced person. Like we've got this is all of the energy that's showing up on the board. Like it's something that I want to say. You were teaching them like, you know how we all have to be balanced within all the elemental energies, no matter our charts and so forth, so on and so forth. This person may not have a lot of earth in their chart, but you were showing them some shit, Taurus, okay? Some true, virtuous, honest, important shit, okay? You're showing beauty through building and grounding. Like this, because this is what this person may not have wanted before or may not have put out to manifest before. And with you, they see it, it's like they want a commitment. They want a full-on commitment with you. Some of these people who have changed, I guess, to such a degree, they want to marry you. Many of you may be dealing with a fire sign, okay? And I'm going to tell you, if you're dealing with a fire sign, because, all right, look, this Ace of Fire here is Aries, Leo energy. The Ace of Earth is on the board, and the Ace of Fire is on the board. But I'm going to tell you the imagery that is in this card. We've got the sun back here, and there's a lion in this imagery. Many of you are dealing, like I said, some of you with an Aries, but many of you are dealing with a Leo. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or Jupiter. And the way that these two energies have come out on the board, just from like top to bottom, between them, the Ten of Earth, this is them like passionately wanting to come towards you. Like the action that I told you that was reflected from the Gypsy Oracle deck, like is so evident here, even more so. This is passion. This person, if you look, you can barely see at the bottom there, it's a zebra print, okay? In the form of like, because what you can see is only like the tail end of the body. But this lion killed this zebra, okay? This is symbolic of them catching their prey, being successful. This is symbolic of tasting blood and being revitalized for life and purpose and drive. Like this is primal. This is someone who may want to ravage you sexually. This is somebody who wants to take care of you for a very long time. This is somebody who's seen the error of their ways, Taurus. And I don't know if you've seen the reading that I had done for you, your February reading, but feel free to go ahead and check that out, because the bonus, I mean, this is really talking about, you know, synonymous energies that were expressed in that video, but this is a clear, clean cut image of not only how they feel, because, you know, we talked a little bit about the thing, but this is deeper in how they feel, and then the actions, like what they plan to do. I feel like with the urgency, things are going to change, and this person's going to come around. Now, we have the enslaved prisoner. So this person does feel like they're in bondage, and it's not the devil card type bondage, okay? It's like they don't know what to do as far as if there's a win with you. They have so much fear and doubt because they're so aware of what they have done. Okay? They're so aware of what they have done, but they are feeling cold without you. They are feeling lost without you. They are feeling trapped without you. They're feeling physically, mentally, emotionally stifled. And they know what it's going to take for them to move forward, okay? What it's going to take for them to move forward is to make things right with you, Taurus. Now, the only reason I'm not taking this is because I didn't even put one shuffle yet. So we're going to pull some messages from the Goddess Guidance deck here. Messages for Goddess Guidance. Now this, of course, since we're reading for them, this is going to be advice for them. So cross watchers, if you're paying attention, I've got a message for you. And for the Tauruses that are watching, I mean, you're basically you're the real cross watcher. So, so, you know, what we would call the cross watcher, if you're watching, like, this is for you. And the true cross watcher Taurus, I guess you're just about to get a peep into this Goddess Guidance. As you've seen all this already, you know, please give me a message for the person dealing with Taurus from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. Person dealing with Taurus, the energies of Taurus that resonate with this reading that I'm reading for divinely and truthfully. My Tauruses, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, please give me a message. Alright, so, like I said, remember when I told you some of that consolation is already just being granted from the spirits, okay? The first oracle card we have here, Artemis. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So this lets me know, in a situation like this, when it's speaking on how Spirit is looking out over the connection, because I feel as though you knew that you know this, and they know this as well. They might not. I feel as though they might not know as much as you do on this. This person may not be as spiritually inclined as you. I feel like some of you are true light workers and healers, and I feel like this person learns a lot from you in that way, and it has helped them tap into energies that can manifest you back. But yeah, y'all are on two different levels with that. But yeah, and this is why I'm saying that this may be a true divine connection, actually, you know, y'all, because for someone to reach out and for Spirit to, you know, keep this energy around and keep this person alive, like, I don't think this person, you know, when I said they might practice the craft, I don't see anything negative that this person is putting on you. What I see is, like, they are using light energy to manifest you, and it's working. Like, this is showing me that it's working. And it can only work if it's true. So, the ones of you who have moved on, this is not for you. But those of you who are telling yourself that you have moved on, I don't really think you have. Yin and Yang, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Well, if it's talking about a love of the Taurus, an important doors, you know, can only open if one kind of allows or permits, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm telling you is, I do see you realizing how much this person has changed and what they're willing to give you now that they haven't before and be for you. Because what I'm getting is that it is about that. It is about that, okay? It is about what this person is going to do for you. It is about how they're going to treat you. Like, and granted, there's a balance. Like, you know, once you get back involved with this person, if you do, you will have to give equally as well. But there is much that this person does have to do to make things right. There are things that are owed as far as if they want you back. nothing's really owed, but at the expense of you wanting something, you have to do right by it. Therefore, some things are owed, you know? I don't owe nobody shit, but if, say, for example, I did someone wrong and I want them back, what I owe them at that point, the game changes, and I owe them what's deserved to get them back, depending on, you know, on how deeply I desire to have them back. And I'm seeing some deep, deep desire here. I'm seeing some deep action here, Taurus. And I'm seeing the universe giving the green light. I'm seeing them somehow making some type of way. And again, if you don't feel that way now, it will be through their actions and through things that they will open up with you and tell you, and things that you'll see up through the 28th of February. Time is fluid, but, you know, this is the period that I'm reading for here. So, bam. Thank you for checking out the video, Taurus, and I hope this message does give you some true insight. Please like, share, subscribe, leave your comments, let me know. Let me know, those of you who do decide to leave comments, if the sound has improved on my videos, or just any feedback you have. Thank you. Love you. Out.